Wow, that's awesome. Okay, and then so you had babies, or at least your first child, before you got into then your own business and doing the real estate thing. So
Yeah.
you said you needed to kind of evolve as a mom. How was that? Like, you started first as a mom and then you got into business.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So first,
How did you do that transition?
oh,
Because this is obviously
Yeah.
a subject where I do know that people have had, it's definitely a massive change.
yeah, it's a massive change.
Yes.
Yeah, and
So how
some
did you do
moms
that?
some moms are like, oh, I don't feel like being a mom is enough. Some moms feel like, oh no, being the mom is the best job in the world. I don't want to do anything else. And some moms want the balance. And
Yeah.
I just felt I really was craving the balance. I love getting out there. I love meeting new people. I love facing new challenges.
Yeah.
And facing my kid every day, all day was the best. But at the same time, I just needed more. Something was like, I'm like, I need to do more. And I have friends that are like, I could never do that. I just want to be with my kid all day. And that's awesome. I love that. And
It's true.
sometimes I wish that was enough for me, because the amount of time I was upset and sad over not being fulfilled in that moment, that took away from enjoying the moment. So now that I look back, well, I'm grateful that you learn from like kind of your first mistake.
Yes.
So now with my second kid, I'm like being more present and enjoying the moment, saying things can wait when I'm with him.
Yes.
But at first I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm only 22, 23 years old. I want more. And my husband's like, it's okay, it'll come. And I'm like, okay, when? You know? So
it came when you wanted it, though. It didn't just fall on your lap.
So no, it didn't just fall in your lap. So I just started to I noticed for me, writing down things makes it come to life. Like if I
Right.
just say it in my head, it doesn't go anywhere. The moment I write it down, I'm like, okay, tomorrow I'm facing this. I need to get this done. So I started going online, looking at like real estate stuff, the schools I need to go on. Then I hired a babysitter so I can go to the school. And then, yeah, luckily I had the support where I could leave someone I trust with my child and start going into it.
It's great.
So you knew already you wanted to go into the real estate. When did you decide that?
When I was sitting in my kids' playroom thinking, what can I do in America? I just got my Social Security. How can I provide value? And what would I feel most comfortable doing here? And
So
it
that was the
real
top
estate.
of your list.
Yeah, real estate for sure.
And the only thing.
Yeah, at that moment, yeah, for sure.
That's
Just
great.
also wanting to build our own real estate portfolio.
Right.
So, yeah,
You
So have-
named it, you wanted it, and you got it.
I got it.
That was amazing. That was fast. I mean, there is really the barrier to entry is not that high in real estate,
Exactly.
right? I mean, it's like anybody could pretty much take the test.
Anybody
and then
could
start
do
doing
it.
it.
Yeah. So it's like 74-hour course, and then there's a 3-hour state exam, and then if you pass that. But I think that's also why there's so much failure in this industry, because you think because it's so easy to get, right? It's like your driver's license, you just go get it. But then it's one thing to hold on to it. It comes with so many fees, and if you're not making the income, then you're like, well, I can't hang on to this. I can't hang on to this like bill and every month, you
Right.
know? So then people get excited, they get into it, but it's another thing to stay into it,
Right.
to stay with it.
And you're absolutely successful. You're doing it.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Yes.
I'm doing it, and I'm loving it, and I'm growing still, and I'm learning still, and I'm excited for what's to come. Hopefully in 10 years, I'm that billboard you see on every 19 of, you know, hopefully have a team by then. But right now, I enjoy learning and observing and seeing how other people are doing it so I can implement that in my business as well and learn what not to have in my business.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so do you know your ranking? Like your whole, there's like ranking in real estate, isn't there? You can check like I'm this X real estate percentage in the country, or I'm in the Florida, or in whatever.
I don't know my ranking, but I do know that I broke Dunedin's highest record sale. Yeah.
Oh, I mean for the single house.
For that house, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. In
That's amazing.
Dunedin. Yeah. That's pretty cool because
That
Dunedin's
is
very
amazing.
Yeah, Dunedin's like historic, and
It
it's one of
is.
our oldest cities, so that's cool. And
That's
it's like there's a whole new market now because of this sale, right? Like now other people can price their homes much higher because of this sale. So
That's huge.
yeah, It felt nice.
So you provided value
Yeah.
into America.
Yeah. And just like that whole transaction was cool because you're operating at a different level with different networks of people, and you're kind of thrown in with sharks.
Right.
Yeah. And they know you're like a fresh fish. So they try to take advantage of you. Or just see your weaknesses and poke at it. And that was cool.
But you were able to hold your ground.
Held my grounds.
So what kind of advantage do people try to take of you? Like what do you think is something where they think, hey, you're too naive and they're gonna make a mistake?
Thinking they can, like, the contingencies they put in with an offer, trying to talk you into it before you even approach your seller, saying like, well, there's nothing been that's sold like this. It's still we need to fix this here. And just trying to give me a story that I can bring back to sell me on a story, so then I can go sell it to the seller. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot. Where if you just have a price, so did you sell at the price that was desired at the initial start with the seller?
Yes.
Right. So you didn't go down at all.
Oh, sorry. There was no price reduction, but we did go down a little bit for the seller. It was just a cash offer. Great. It was something that worked for the seller.
A little bit.
Yeah,
not
just
much.
a little. No.
Yeah. And you must have had offers that were 30% lower, 40% lower,
we
like
had
low
lot
balls,
of
right?
low
A lot.
balls. Yeah. People just, I think in that realm, they're not used to being told no.
Mm-hmm.
And so they just think, it's cash, so they'll take it.
Right.
I see it a lot with successful people. They're not told no often for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't bother me.
That's good. Do you think it helped you that you grew up with your dad? Was your mom also in real estate, or just,
no?
Do you think it helped you that you grew up with your dad in this same or similar market?
It definitely helps me because he's someone I can call when I have a question or things are looking a little rough, and he's a big mentor for me. He's always calm no matter what.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty calm, but he's a whole other level. And so he just really slows things down, breaks it down.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm very grateful and lucky to have that person I can call.